Imagine waking up one morning and the sun is gone. No sunrise, no light, no warmth, only darkness. Every living thing on the earth depends on the glowing sphere of plasma, a star 150 million kilometers away, that gives us energies, life, and time itself. But what if, in an instant, the sun vanished from our existence? Would the world end immediately? Welcome to the unimaginable question. What if the sun suddenly disappeared? The first 8 minutes. The sun's light and gravity take exactly 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth. So, if the sun were to disappear this very moment, for those next 8 minutes, nothing would seem wrong. The sky would stay bright, the bird would sing, the people go to their daily life. But when those 8 minutes pass, everything would change. Suddenly, the light would vanish, the world would be thrown into the total permanent night. The moon would disappear too, because the moon shines only because there is the sun. The stars would still be visible, but the sky would look terrifying alien, a black ocean pressed by the silent point of light. The first 24 minutes without the sun. Within the 24 hours, the planet's temperatures would begin to drop, but not immediately freeze. At first, the temperatures would retain the same heat. The average global temperature is a 15 degrees Celsius and a 59 Fahrenheit. After the one day, it would fall to about 0 degrees Celsius and 52 Fahrenheit. Still survivable, but the oceans would start to cool. Without the sunlight, the photosynthesis would stop. The plants would no longer produce the oxygen or the food. In a few days, the crops would die. Humans would rely on the stored food for a while, but this is the beginning of the long night. 1 week later, after the 1 week, the Earth's average surface temperatures would drop below the minus 17 degrees Celsius and 1 Fahrenheit. Most of the world's fresh waters, like lakes and rivers, would begin to freeze from the surface down. Only the oceans, thanks to their immense depth, would remain liquid for now, protected by the layer of ice. Cities would fall silent, power grids would collapse, solar energies, our main renewable resources, would be gone forever. Survival would depend on the nuclear power, geothermal energies, and human ingenuity. 1 month without the sun. After about 1 month, the Earth's surface temperatures would drop below the minus 40 degrees Celsius and the minus 40 Fahrenheit. At this point, the life on the surface would be nearly impossible. The atmospheres would start to condense, turning the snow like particles of oxygen and nitrogen near the poles. The humans would have to move underground into the geothermal centers or the deep ocean spaces powered by the plant's inner heat. The scientists estimate that the geothermal vents, areas of the seafloors releasing the hot minerals rich waters, would keep some life forms alive for the millions of years, even without the sunlight. In the fact, such ecosystems already exist on the Earth today, the proof that the life doesn't always need the sun. The fact of oceans. Within a year, the ocean surface would freeze completely, a layer of ice several meters thick. Beneath the ice, the deeper the waters could remain the liquid for the thousands of years, thanks to the geothermal energies from the Earth's molten core. In this depth, the bacteria, worms, and the fish could survive in the darkness, the last remnants of the life on the frozen planet. Ironically, the Earth would become similar to the Europa, icy moons that may already hide the oceans beneath the frozen crust. The night sky changes forever. With no sun, the Earth's sky would turn into the ultimate star map. Billions of stars, normally hidden by the daylight, would become visible all at once. The Milky Way could glow brighter than ever, but there would be no sun rays. No more blue skies, only internal darkness. Over time, as the Earth drifts further from the Sun once was, the stars would shift slowly. Could humanity survive? Survival would depend on the innovations and speed. In the first few months, humans could survive using nuclear and geothermal energy. Underground cities could be built in volcanic regions like the Iceland and Yellowstone. Food could be grown using the artificial light powered by nuclear reactors. Hypersonic systems could recycle water and oxygen. A small population might survive for the thousands of years, perhaps even adapting to the cold and dark world. But humanity's best hope would be the leaving the Earth entirely, traveling to another star systems. Unfortunately, with the current technology, our fastest aircraft could take tens of thousands of years to reach even the nearest stars. Now let's address the truth. The sun cannot just disappear. According to the law of physics, mass and energy cannot vanish. The sun could disappear if only unimaginable events like the rough black hole consuming it or the universe-level anomaly occurred. But here's what the scientists actually predict. In about the 5 billion years from now, the sun will run out of hydrogen and expand into the red giant, engulfing the Mercury and Venus, and possibly the Earth. After that, it will shrink into the white dwarf, glowing faintly for the billions more years before the fading into the darkness. So yes, one day the sun will die, but not suddenly, and not for the billions of years. The sun is our life, our timekeeper and our guardian in the vast darkness of space. Without it, we are nothing more than a frozen rock drifting endlessly through the eternity. Yet, even imagining its absence reminds us of something important, how fragile and how miraculous our existence really is. So, tonight, when you see the sunset, remember it's not just another day ending, it's a star, one of the billions, still burning for us. Until the next time, stay curious because the more we learn about the universe, the more we realize how precious our tiny place in it truly is.